You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Hey guys, hope you are going well. Today I am talking about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. This is the franchise spin-off to the much beloved Harry Potter series, which takes place decades before Harry ever set foot in Hogwarts' magical school of witchcraft and wizardry. First up, you have to know, full disclosure, that I was never much into the Harry Potter books. By the time I was peer pressured finally into reading the first book, I must have been like 16 or 17 and way too teen angsty to get into it. But having said that, I did watch all the movies as they came out and really did enjoy the movies. I just wouldn't classify myself as a Potterhead. Fantastic Beasts begins with the arrival of Newt Scamander, played by Redmayne, arriving on the shores of New York City, clutching at his side a briefcase which is full of magical creatures. And no sooner is he in a very crowded and public place, he obviously has no control over them because they begin freeing themselves from said briefcase and running amok up and down New York City. Much to the shock of no-magers, which is the term for non-magical people or muggles, but in this world it's no-magers because we're in America, and of course America has to have their own word for things. J.K. Rowling herself penned the screenplay for Fantastic Beasts, which is something she didn't do with any of the other Harry Potter movies, and joined up with director David Yates, who directed 4 out of the 8 Harry Potter movies. So it's no wonder that this film steps back with complete ease into the Potterverse. With very little setup and few explanations, this film just assumes that you can keep up, and I have to say that I really like that. Yes, there might have been a few wizarding terminologies that kind of went over my head, or maybe some nods to the previous movies. I don't even know, but I way prefer that and kind of just experiencing the world than getting bogged down in over explaining. The performance of Redmayne was awesome, of course, as usual, he always is, as the very awkward Newt Scamander, very practical guy that can like barely make eye contact with people. I found him hard to like at first, but that doesn't matter because the show is completely stolen by Jacob, played by Dan Fogley. He is this innocent bystander and no mage that is caught up into the fray, and before you know it, he is thrust into this wizarding world as they go across the city and like gotta catch them all Pokemon styles. I really had a fun time with this movie. The tone was quite somber and serious at times, but there was quite a lot of humor and downright like goofy comedy like in there as well. I laughed out loud several times. It's definitely a lot more adult than the Harry Potter films, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for kids possibly. And that's not because it's violent or has adult themes. It's just a film that feels a lot more mature. Maybe it's because the way the magic is portrayed is a lot more matter of fact as opposed to wondrous and celebrated. This really feels like a clean break away from the Harry Potter film franchise, and I really like that. The fact that there are 5 movies already slated for this series for the next several years does make me want to roll my eyes just a little bit, but you know what? This was a magical fun ride, and by the time number 2 comes out, I'm gonna be all up in that, not gonna lie. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review. That is it from me. You can leave me comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this movie, especially if you are like a true dedicated Harry Potter fan. What did you think about this movie? I'd love to know. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and keep up to date with my other movie and TV reviews. And I will see you next time. Bye.